everyone, James Vick up to get another video. This time we got Kratos versus Asura, God of War versus Asura's Wrath. Death battle, bro. It's been such a long time, bro. Let's get it.
Kratos versus Asura.
The ghost of Sparta versus
obviously,
the Red
I know everything about Kratos,
sometimes you just
I don't know
want to punch
anything
a
about
god in
Asura.
the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That is hard. That is hard. I can't lie.
In the beginning,
But
the
I'm interested.
Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among
7, 8,
Spartan
holy.
mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a
That's right,
fierce
plus the
warrior,
sack
winning
boy.
many battles until finally cornered by
I forgot about
ruthless
that feud,
barbarians.
bro.
Ares, destroy these
My
guys who
enemies
are kicking my ass,
and my life is yours.
A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But
Nice.
Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family,
Yep.
permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too.
Yeah.
With Poseidon's
got
trident and
hella
Icarus's
weapons.
wings, Kratos dominated both
Yep.
sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the
Yes,
claws
bro.
of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match
None
for
of them
Kratos,
could stop
nor
him,
was
bro.
Helios,
None
the
of them.
sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought
Boy,
Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe.
That shit was
So
so
Kratos
fire.
forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
Again.
And he could do
Yeah.
it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's
Holy shit.
Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes,
Olympus.
lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a
Everything
badass,
was.
he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife
Yeah.
and daughter were still gone.
Gone forever.
What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered
Yeah, he
aimlessly
wa-
for
literally,
years,
he literally
somehow
wandered.
stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his
Yes.
second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement.
They'll
Even
always
so,
follow
Faye
him.
insisted he could do
Even
better.
if he wanted to
so
get rid
he
of him,
became a
they'll
dad
always
to a
follow
new
him.
boy.
Easily the toughest
Boy,
task he ever
yes,
undertook,
oh my
especially
God.
after Faye unfortunately
Come
died of a
boy.
mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan Axe.
Far
Yes,
from
I
the
love
whirling
this axe.
rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Yeah.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with
I
ice
love that
magic and a
fight.
poison even the gods fear.
There's
It
not
can be
a
summoned to
single bad God
Kratos'
of War
hand
game.
from a
I don't
distance,
care what
and it
anyone
even
says.
shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he
Hey, he
knew how to
started it.
control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself.
Yes.
That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields
Oh, man.
plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back.
Love
He even
that.
has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder,
Yes,
Thor,
this
who
shit
was
was so
powerful enough to fight
fire.
the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok.
That shit goes
You can't
hard, bro.
defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
True.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed
Under-
old weapons by
underworld,
reckoning
yeah.
with his past sins, even taking up the blade of Olympus once again.
God, that
Even
shit was
better,
hard as
he
fuck.
actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
Yes, that was so hard. Beautiful.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin, long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to
actually
rise
interested,
from the
because
depths of
obviously, like I
Naraka
said,
after
I'd never heard of,
12,000 years.
Asura.
After 12,000 years,
Oh my
he's
gosh,
free
the
to
fucking-
punch
There we
everything
go.
dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura
Demigod
served as defender of
1,000?
humanity
28.
against the impure Goma, dark
Put him
spirit
in
monsters
Marvel vs. Capcom.
infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the
Bro, what
Goma
you guys
by
know about
wielding a
Marvel vs.
mystic
Capcom,
energy
bro?
formed from
Shit,
human
bro.
prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath,
Yeah,
Asura
there
can
it
take
is.
many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right?
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 I love
Funny
that
you should
meme.
say that.
Ah, damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter,
Oh,
Mithra,
really?
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally
Oh, here we
wiring her
go.
up to a
Always
super
trying to
weapon,
do something
the
with the
Guardian
kids.
Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to
What
his
the
nature,
fuck?
Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay!
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I see
they're
now.
calling themselves gods now. Turns
Oh, I
out they're
see
all
now.
assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really, really, really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this.
Asura is so powerful,
What the
his soul
fuck?
cannot
I
be
definitely
manipulated by
gotta
the
pull this
Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fist to
fly,
break
mantra
steel,
arm.
fire explosive energy
Reactors.
blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of
Oh,
foes.
that's kinda
And when he
hard.
goes
What the fuck
unlimited
am I doing
mode,
this?
he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't
I'll
all
be damned.
shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods
fuck?
killed that girl too, along with her whole village,
No.
sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up
What?
energy for thousands of years.
Years, right?
Seriously, guys, you're missing out the guy who
Damn.
literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets.
Bro, I
what
would
did you think
literally-
was gonna
I
happen?
would
Yet
literally not
even
make
in
him mad, bro.
berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
What
Asura's
the
anger
fuck?
raised to levels so
Oh,
high
fuck.
even
Okay, I
he
think
couldn't
we're-
contain it,
I
scorching
think-
him into his wrath form.
We're
Even
fucked.
though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000
What the
arms! His
fuck?
mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing
Oh
Gleetra
my
in a
gosh,
big planet-busting
bro.
blast!
No.
Deus was
Oh,
defeated
fuck.
and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakra Vartan,
Yeah, there
the
it is.
creator
Okay.
of mantra
Okay.
and the entire
Plot
universe.
twist.
And
Yep.
everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the Mantra Reactor.
Bro.
Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakra Vartan saw
Well,
Asura's anger as a
I'm not
weapon,
gonna lie, bro.
a sword for tyranny.
This Asura
When that
guy.
was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light,
What the
and obliterated
fuck?
whole stars!
Chakra Vartan was
Bro,
understandably
I've never heard of this
impressed
guy. Holy
and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally
What
beat the
the
QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
Bro.
But with Chakra
bro.
Vartan dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as
Oh.
Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a
Oh,
random
okay.
thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to
Oh
pay.
my- well,
Now
sounds like
that's a
a-
god I can get behind.
Right. That sounds like a pretty good fucking.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Okay. Obviously, I'm rooting for Kratos, but I don't know, man. After listening to that, let's see. Boy. Okay, that's hard. Ooh. And he sent something Kratos. And He knows. Nice. That's hard. That's hard. Lie. Oh shit. Oh, damn it, trust, bro. Oh, okay, that's hard. Bro. Oh! Damn!
It's true then.
Not even a
The
scene.
god of war is on Gaia, but not for long. You do not want this fight.
Nice. Gotta run. I wouldn't even be in the same room with these motherfuckers. Ooh, nice. Ooh, the hands. I love it. Ooh. Just like, oh, brothers, like I said, I would not be in the same room. Oh, yeah. Nice. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Oh! Damn!
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before.
Back.
Shut up! Very well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, show that bitch. Holy shit. Oh! Holy shit. That was hard as fuck. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Shit. He still stands there. That's why I don't show it. There we go. And there it is. Damn! What the fuck? Oh no. What the hell?
Death has not earned me yet.
Oh! Oh my God!
A worthy end.
Oh, holy shit! Oh my damn!
monster no longer. I never was.
Oh, damn. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn, bro. God dang. Oh my God.
Well,
Kratos
I guess
pulled
Asura's
it.
wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of
Wow.
apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope
Kratos
of their speed,
took
experience,
it, bro.
versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's
God.
introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to
shit,
assume their
bro, I
speeds
did
are
not
generally even.
But what does speed
Not gonna
matter if you don't know
lie.
how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes,
True,
relics, and
he has
even
a
his
shit-
rage
yes.
gave him far more
That's
options
true,
in
I
combat,
will admit
slowing
that
down
is
time,
true.
healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could
Multiple,
drain
yes,
a variety of
yes.
energies, like mantra.
Yeah,
That's
when Asura loses all his
true.
mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly
Damn,
what
I
he
didn't
needed.
think about it. Yeah, God of War
Versatility
sent
and
you.
multiple ways to finish this for
Damn.
good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing
What
statue,
the
we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire
Damn.
observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on
Holy
par with
shit.
obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches
Oh, that's
encompass all of
true.
existence, we can
Damn.
measure its
Oh my
size and
God.
volume.
And
I'm
we
still
know
in
this map
shock.
is accurate because it shows these
Kratos
two
is
realms
that dog.
conjoin, which we
Holy
see in
shit.
game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale up. A sensibly large structure would require enough
Bro,
force to
like-
destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's
True.
the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical
true.
comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura as
Bro,
the
I
sun
gotta
rises.
look up this,
The
dude,
god
'cause-
of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Yes, sir. Big
But
dubs.
what if?
Big dubs. The ending? The fuck? Do they do this? What the fuck is... What the fuck? I'm so lost. Aww. YP? Aww, that would be so sweet.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end.
What
Next
the
time on
bro?
Death
Oh my
Battle.
God. What the fuck? LeBron versus what? Okay. A Ghost Rider? Oh!
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for
Oh, bro. This was fire, bro. Bro, congrats to Kratos, cause like I said, I was rooting for Kratos the whole time, but going over what Asura could do, I was like, oh, it ain't looking good. But Kratos pulled out the dub. That's what I'm talking about. Big shout out to Death Battle. They killed it, bro. I definitely gotta watch more of these, bro. Holy shit. This was fire, bro. Big shout out to Death Battle. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.